Okay, mindful nerd moment. So, it's Spider-Man, so I thought we could do a little bit of web slinging.
S-
I,
Perfect.
yeah. Yeah, I think we might have done this last time we talked about Spider-Man, but I don't think we've talked about Spider-Man since last season. So,
There's
there's
been three or four different Spider-Man. If we're counting the Spider-Verse, hundreds of them. So we could
there you
do
go.
this mindful nerd moment for each one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no such thing as too much web
Right.
slinging.
It's the best part.
So, exactly. So, which Spider-Man do you wish to be?
I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Andrew Garfield. I think
All right, all
he
right, all
gets
right.
a bad rep. I think I also went Miles Morales last time. I can't remember.
You did. Mhm.
Yeah, I think I went Miles last time. He's my boy. But yeah, I think I'll go Andrew Garfield this time, just because, like I said,
Okay.
he gets a bad rep.
Okay. Okay. So we're going with someone who, they have to create their web. You didn't go Toby Maguire. You don't want to feel it coming out of your arm.
Yeah, I always did kind of hate that. It's just oh god, I don't want to think about that during mindfulness. I'll get way distracted. Then I'm like, oh no.
Now, mindfulness is not about good or bad. It's just taking what is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you absolutely Andrew Garfield is allowed. All right. So, I want you to just kind of pick a favorite spot up somewhere high in New York City, and you'll do some web slinging. You're just kind of practicing. You're having fun. You're doing your Spider-Man thing. So I figured we go lighthearted with this one. I feel like we've talked villains a lot this season, so just doing something fun and silly, very Spider-Man esque. Okay, so if you'll sit straight but comfortably, close your eyes if you'd like. If not, just make sure you're not focusing on anything in particular and pay attention to your breath. Not worrying about changing it in any way, just noticing what it's like to breathe in and out, using that to help you focus in on this mindful nerd moment. And when you're ready, I want you to shift into breathing as if you are Spider Man. I want you to feel the air around you as you're up high on some skyscraper in New York City. Notice the cool air. Notice the sounds coming from down below of the traffic and the people moving around. And I want you to just have some fun. You've got some new webs that you're trying out, and you're just having fun with it. And really take in this moment. I want you to just sling out some of that web out and hit a wall near you and just notice how it flies through the air. Really take it in with your spidey sense. So really, really notice it flying through the air and hitting that wall. And just noticing how that web slings out across that wall. And notice all of the patterns of that web and how it glistens in the sun. Pay attention to all the little strands. And then sling another web next to that one on the wall. Once again, paying attention to it as it leaves your wrist. It goes through the air, noticing the sounds and the sensations. Really taking it fully in with all of your spidey senses as it moves through the air and makes contact with the wall. Noticing all the ways, all the little tendrils of that web as it sticks to the wall. Once again, noticing how the light hits it, noticing where it shimmers, noticing parts that might have a little bit of shadow. And you're going to sling one last web. Sling it from your wrist. You really take it in with that spidey sense, noticing the feeling as it leaves your wrist, noticing the sound and the look as it goes and flies through the air, noticing the sound, the look, the sensations as it hits that wall across from you. Noticing how the light hits it, how it glistens. and just appreciating this rare, rarely peaceful moment where you can just have a little fun testing out these new webs. You smile to yourself and you just appreciate this moment. And then when you're ready, notice your breath again. Pay attention to what it feels as you breathe in and out. I want you to shift from the sights, sounds, and smells of New York City back to where you are sitting now. And when you're ready, we will wrap up this mindful nerd moment. What did you think?
Oh, I love
Did you get distracted?
um a little bit, but it was okay. It was like a New York distraction. It was like, oh yeah,
Okay.
like because last time I was in New York, I went to this really, really cool bodega and it had like
Mm,
really good fresh fruit and these really awesome sandwiches. And um yeah, while I was web slinging, I definitely thought about that place.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have had you swinging through the air eating a sandwich like you mentioned. You liked how Spider-Man does that in the comics. Oh, missed
I
opportunity.
did like how Spider-Man did that in the comics, but you know how I overthink things. I also thought about how easily it would be to choke if you were doing that.
See, that's not what I thought of. I thought of how easily you would lose the middle of your
Right.
sandwich.
Like there'd be pieces of lettuce flying, right? Like it
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's Spider-Man, he could go catch it, but that just
He's
seems
not gonna
like an
go catch a
exhausting
piece of
task.
lettuce. I think he's gonna let
No.
that slide. Like I think that yeah.
But, maybe the meat and cheese, he would go and catch those.